Alright, so welcome to Canada. We just flew out of a place called Points North. Mainly flew out of the water location. There's an absolute ton of water. Just practicing the cold start with the Beaver. Wanted to fly something a little different, and it's it's an old favorite of mine, so why not? We'll go past the airfield here. This is essentially the end of the road north by the looks of it, or by the checking into the history of this place. Pretty cool. Everybody's watched those ice road truckers videos. Like, this is kind of like where they end at least on this road. Northern Manitoba. Got options for airplanes and seaplanes here, which is good, and you can launch from the dock like I did. Yeah, that's pretty cool. They're outside here. Ooh. This is a bit more, let's get these RPMs under control here. A bit more like what I'm used to flying the course here in DCS. As far as the equipment goes. Big radial engine. It almost looks like some of these lakes are frozen. Which I'd be curious to see if the if frozen lakes are modeled. Oh, that's the road into this place, the ice road truckers. It's already frozen this time of year. I wonder if this is modeled, or if it's just a satellite imagery playing tricks on us. I do like the simplicity of the Cessna 185 though for float flying. It is just super simple. This is not bad, and it's a beautiful airplane too. Can't see squat really out the windows, but I do have the GPS variant on here because, you know, it's 2026, not 1960s, so put a GPS into things so you can find your way. pretty flat in this part, but this is northern Canada, northeastern Canada, before the far eastern peninsula part, or Manitoba. First time flying in this area in the sim, so just checking it out. Track IR is really being funny today. I think it's because I have a window cracked open and getting a little extra light than I normally don't have. Yeah, some of these lakes look awfully frozen. We'll see how that's modeled. If it's frozen lakes are modeled, that'd be really neat, because then we could do this in the winter and put the skis on and go land on the lakes. I just got a waypoint up here at a little bit bigger lake, it looked like. We'll see what it looks like when I get there. A lot of trees in that lake. Scenery generation is might put a kibosh on landing up here in lakes, especially these shallow, cold lakes here. We'll see. It'd be really cool to do some more bush flying up here, because this is very, very common up here. But the only way to get to these northern villages and camps and resort or hunting lodges and such, mining and what have you up here. Something about old radial airplanes, man. You just keep coming back. As you know, I like flying the Corsair in DCS when it's not broken. I run that virtual squadron over there, so not too dissimilar, except for it's got weapons. Cheating a little bit using the iPad, but modern times come from modern tech, right? on the cargo variant today. No seats. I was going to do an actual bush drivers, or bush divers, I keep calling bush drivers, bush divers contract today, but the only aircraft that was available in the location I'm at currently is this airplane here, and I wasn't familiar with the startup, so I wanted to do a test flight with it to kind of learn it. Granted, I think the only option there is for wheels. Although I may put the floats on it because it is amphibious, and it gives me some options. I just love flying with floats. There's a lot of water up here when it's not frozen. Imagine here in a few months, if this is live weather seasonal, then it will be a very different scenery here. So our destination is actually right off the nose down there in that cove, kind of right there on the 11 o'clock, right underneath the dash there. That's our destination. So, can start throttling back a little bit. Gear up.
bumpier than I hoped, but not a bad first landing with this plane. All right. Let's go find our hunters that need a ride out of here. Get our flaps up here. See how close we'll let us get here. Are you gonna stop? There we go. Now we're beached. Let's get that water rudder up. Come on. Oh, stupid buttons in this game. There we go. All right. I'll go get out and get it tied up and see what these guys have going on. Thanks for watching.